Hey there, guys, and welcome back to Alex Invests. For those of you who don't know, I'm Alex. I'm a business owner with a degree in economics, and I've been investing since I'm 18 years old. The markets are a little mixed today, but I couldn't get away from the green sign. I went with a light green today because the markets are a little mixed. But the EV industry, the hydrogen industry, like I've been telling you guys already, is on another huge run up again this week, like we're expecting. And what do I have for you guys today? Another hydrogen clean energy solution company. So let's get right into it. But before we do, I just wanted to say again, please like and subscribe, guys. It helps me create content for you guys, and it helps the channel out immensely. We're looking to grow this thing so we can get this news, which I'm sharing, to everybody out there, okay? So let's get into it. So what do I have for you guys today? It's Ballard Power Systems. I gave you guys a little teaser about this yesterday, but we're going to go through it again today in a little bit more detail. So as I mentioned yesterday, Ballard is a Canadian company in that fuel cell and hydrogen industry, this is the industry we need to be watching right now, guys, because these stocks are going to continue to rise. And already today, Ballard is up again 9.8% on the day alone. This is massive. So let me just say some of the things that I mentioned yesterday about Ballard already, and that's some of the partners that they're with already. They're partnered with Audi already for cars. They're in the transit bus industry, in the railway industry, the truck industry, material handling. And one of the most interesting things that I find about this company is the marine part of it, because they're looking to make new types of fuel cells for the marine market to power boats, to power things like that, and to actually have the power systems that they're building be for marine applications. This is going to be massive, especially because it's such a differentiator here that we're seeing compared to some of the other hydrogen industry companies. They aren't really doing this marine application. So this is something to really watch out for this company as well. Again, something I mentioned yesterday as well is the fact that there's a lot of diversification when you get into this company, because a lot of the other ones that I've talked about so far, again, are US companies, and this is a Canadian company, which is good for a bit of diversification while again staying in the same industry. Now, for those of you thinking, is it too late to get into this stock? It is not too late to get into this stock. We're still at the very early stages of the hydrogen industry and of this clean energy industry, and there's still going to be plenty of gains to be had. I bought some shares this morning in Ballard. I bought some shares in Fuel Cell as well this morning, and they have been treating me extremely well. Just on the day, we're up 28% on Fuel Cell, which is crazy because I bought this stock when the market opened this morning. So actually, before we continue with Ballard here, I just want to take a side note on Fuel Cell, because this stock has been killing it today again. I mean, just look at this here for a second, you know? We're up today 44% on this company today alone, which is crazy. I should have bought more last week. You know, I was talking about this in my video yesterday again. This bit of consolidation that we see here is amazing to see. We saw that from 11.18 to 11.20, you know, so that period of consolidation is great to see for a company, and then another huge spike, which is exactly what we want to see. I see this company continuing. I gave you guys a price target of $10 to $15. I see it closer to $15 in the next 5 to 6 months here. And that's why I bought some this morning. I bought some right around this mark here, and we just kept seeing the gains up and up. I told you guys I usually don't buy on green days, I buy on red days, but these stocks, I just couldn't miss out on these gains. I knew it was going to continue to go up from here. So just keep that in mind for Fuel Cell. Let's get back into Ballard here now. All right, so back to Ballard here. We left off sort of talking about this marine application that they're working on with ABB Technologies. That's the company they're working with to produce these new fuel cells that work for the marine applications, building big yachts, you know, building big ferries and stuff with this hydrogen fuel cell system, which they can then power these big boats with. And this is another industry which is just going to be absolutely massive. we can see Bill Gates just about 6 months ago said that he's going to have the first hydrogen-powered yacht available on the market by 2022. That's only basically a year, maybe 2 years max away from coming to fruition here. And that is insane. And once we see that, again, we're going to see a big jump in this company, in other companies just like it. Another big one here is their material handling. Who are they working with? Plug Power, to provide sort of these forklifts and other machinery for material handling to customers. Ballard has the fuel cells and the fuel cell systems, and they're selling that to Plug to then sell those material handling machinery. So that's massive. Plug is one of these stocks I've talked about already, and it's one of these stocks that I would highly recommend investing in as well. And we can see some of these hydrogen companies now starting to work together, like Ballard and Plug working together here. And both of these I see just growing massively into the future. So before we go into the chart, I just wanted to quickly go through some of the things in their earnings report that came out on November 6th. So first of all, operating activities. We can see 2020 is about 1.5 times 2019 for operating expenses. Net loss for the period, right? And this is what we want to see because it's growth. We see operating activities go up, investing activities go up, financing activities stay about the same. But the general trend here is that we're seeing sort of so much growth here in the company. And that's exactly what we want to see. There's a couple other things I wanted to highlight for you guys. The first one is investments here. So current assets, we have almost double the amount that we had in 2019. And this is great news because, like I was saying before, we saw that growth. We're seeing growth in the company. We're seeing their current assets increase. We're seeing their non-current asset increase. Their liabilities, of course, they're going up as well because they're growing. We want to see this for the future of this company. It's all very important here. The last thing I wanted to mention to you guys here, so their geographical markets, we can see again so much growth here in China. It's almost double, just under double here for 3 months ended, and double for 9 months ended September 30th compared to 2020, compared to 2019, right? That's what we're looking at, 2020, 2019. So we're seeing this massive, massive growth in China, and we're seeing actually a little bit of a decrease in Europe and North America. But this Chinese market, and I've been saying that this with the Chinese EVs as well, we're seeing this market become huge, and we'll continue to see growth in the other ones too, just maybe a little more slowly. We'll have to see. We'll have to watch out for that. But they will be increasing. Market applications too for heavy-duty motive, we saw an almost double increase. So that's good. Material handling, they actually mentioned the reason for this decrease is because they've been doing a little bit less fuel cell providing to Plug Power actually for that material handling industry. But again, I can see this growing still and continue rising above what we had in 2019. Backup power, again, way more than double here for the backup power that they're providing. So most of this information is all good for growth moving forward. A lot of estimates were actually higher, so they really didn't hit some of the estimates that they wanted to in this Q3 2020 financial report. But that does not mean I don't continue seeing growth. TD still has most of their analysts at a buy or an outperform on this stock. All right, so here we are at the chart. We can see sort of late July, early August, we had this huge run up all the way to $29.20, right? And then we realized sort of, oh, COVID isn't actually over and oil prices are still down and we're not really sure what's happening with a vaccine. So we saw another drop again back down, multi-day drop here. And then again, we should have known it's going to recover from here. Great spots to buy here, right? Again, a little bit of consolidation here. And then we see another run up, and again a little bit of a downturn, and here we go, we're back on the uptrend. This is not going to be just a straight up. Obviously we're going to see a little bit of rocky road occasionally, but at the end of the day we're going to be at a higher point than we were before. You know, even if we would have bought back here at 29.20, wait a couple months, and here we are, we're almost back at this price if we would have bought at even the last high point here. And then I just wanted to show you guys the 2-week here quickly as well. You know, I mean, sure, we've seen massive gains in this stock, of course, yes. Do I see it at a higher price than $27? Yes, of course I do. I see it at around $30, $35 for this stock, even in the near future. In the far future, much, much higher than that. So it's still a buy from me. Do we want to wait for a dip to buy? Maybe. Did I buy this morning even though the stocks were green? I did, because I believe in this company and I see it moving forward much higher. So that's going to do it for the video today, guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Like I always say, I love getting comments. And other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.